What is up, everybody? This is Sam. You're listening to the Pub Trivia Group podcast. We've got a semi-festive bonus for you. Semi-festive bonus, Hanukkah edition. Hanukkah edition. Usually for semi-festive trivia, we're getting a little semi-festive about Christmas time. But hey, one of my favorite trivia players, Josh, he's a Hanukkah guy. He celebrates Hanukkah. He's with me today. Josh, how are you doing?
Doing great. As you can see, I'm here with my menorah. Although, fun fact for trivia, technically a Chanukah, if you're being precise. Menorah is a menorah. Technically, doesn't have really the menorah in the temple didn't have the same number of branches, but most people call it a menorah, so we're fine with that. But here it's tonight. We're doing this on what is the third night of Hanukkah. It started Sunday night. So tonight is the third night, so we lit the 3 candles, and then there's the shamash, another fun trivia fact. That's the little helper candle in the middle. But we've also got our traditional kind of small. We did a bit of a smaller tree in the background, but yeah, just here enjoying some latkes, a little bit of a blue festive drink in honor. Interestingly, like the blue thing with Hanukkah, relatively recent thing. I don't even know why that's. I assume it might have something to do with the flag of Israel, the blue and white kind of like Hanukkah color thing.
Yeah,
but I don't know for sure.
You've got a sweet shirt on.
Yeah,
you said it's like a full onesie.
Yeah, this is a onesie. We're not going to go full. We don't need to go for the full, but just trust me, it is a full-on onesie. With some Hanukkah, theme stuff. We've got a dreidel on there, the little spinning top, and then the Chanukah, the menorah, and of course the Star of David, the Magen David. And it's pretty warm. I'm going to tell you right now because we've got a couple of gas fireplaces running, and it is getting a little toasty. But this is what we do for trivia. These are the sacrifices we make for trivia.
I was going to say I appreciate it. You are looking fully festive. I'm still in semi-festive mode. Anyway, Josh, I appreciate you coming on because this is your idea. I wrote the round, but it was your idea. We took the 1994 version of Adam Sandler's Hanukkah song, and every item that we got 10 items today. Every item was mentioned in the Adam Sandler song.
I don't know if that was intentional, but you had mensch right there in the word mentioned, which is a nice Jewishy word, mensch. Like, some might say Sam is a mensch. I'm just going to say that right there. I'm going to come right out and say that Sam is quite a mensch. Anyway, I just thought, you mentioned that we would run with that a little bit.
I am learning so much right now. I appreciate you. Let's get playing.
You are familiar with the term mensch, right? Are you not familiar with it?
I'm not familiar with the term.
Mensch. It's basically like Ubermensch, like if your Nietzsche. It just means, but in Yiddish, it's kind of means kind of a good guy, kind of he's a real mensch. It just
all right,
kind of a stand-up guy. And in fact, getting festive, there's the Elf on the Shelf, and there is a Hanukkah version called Mensch on the Bench. You can find it in stores actually.
Mensch on the bench.
That's true.
I love that.
True fact.
I love that. That is awesome. So we're going to get playing with this semi-festive round. Things mentioned in Adam Sandler's Hanukkah song. For those of you playing at home, listen, if you're super familiar with that song is going to act as a word bank for you. If you're not familiar with that song at all, and I read through these items and you're super lost, it's okay to play that song quick, the 1994 version. Or shoot, you make your own rules.
I would even suggest it.
Yeah, you'd even suggest it. Yeah, play the song first, so then you have a little bit of an answer bank. I mean, if you want to make it even easier, you could even just look up the lyrics. You could Google the lyrics quick. I would listen to the song. It's a funny song.
I'll say this, Sam. It just so happens, weirdly, I have not heard it once this holiday season. Usually I probably would have a couple of times at some point. Either I just would have played it just for fun, or I would have maybe had a Hanukkah station on Sirius XM playing. And so I actually have not heard it like this year. So it's not fresh in my mind. I'll say that.
Okay. Well, over the past few days, as I was writing this round, I think I listened to it at least 30 times. So I listened to it enough for both of us. Anyway, let's get playing. Let's get playing. 10 semi-festive questions, all relating to things mentioned in Adam Sandler's The Hanukkah Song, the 1994 version of that song. He's updated it since. This is the 1994 version. All right, item number 1. When visiting Milwaukee, Sam has enjoyed posing next to a statue of this television character who lived above a garage. Number 2. This was the pen name for a syndicated advice column published from 1943 to 2002. Number 3. After starring in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest on Broadway in 1963, this actor purchased the rights to the story and later passed them to his son, who went on to produce the Oscar-winning film adaptation. Number 4. This team drafted Kevin Durant second overall in 2007. Number 5. Although Judy Garland performed the song from A Star is Born in the 1948 film that earned it an Academy Award, the version that became a radio hit was recorded by this singer. Number 6. This is a two-parter. Name the actor who co-founded a food company whose profits are donated to charity, and then the actress who starred as Mrs. Claus alongside her real-life partner in the Christmas Chronicles films. Number 7. This actor's breakout role came in the 1973 film American Graffiti after he was cast while doing carpentry work for the movie's director, with whom he would later become a frequent collaborator. Number 8. This literary character was portrayed by Michael Caine in a 1992 film. Number 9. This character has been portrayed by Paul Wesley, Chris Pine, and the actor Sheldon Cooper once confidently but incorrectly guessed held the title of People magazine's Sexiest Man Alive. And then number 10. This was the first NFL running back to rush for over 2,000 yards in a single season and remains the only to do so during a 14-game schedule. All right, everybody, you know the drill. Pause now if you want a little bit more time to think about those things. Rewind if you need to. If you're totally lost, please play the Hanukkah song. It'll be an answer bank for you. Or again, you're playing at home, you're making your own rules. Look up the lyrics if you really want to. We're going to go over those again, and then we're going to see if Josh knows the answers. All right. Here we go. Josh, you look ready?
I'm ready. Those are some tough questions. I mean, some of them are not coming to me immediately. I think I know most of them, but there's one or two that I'm iffy on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not, I think, like I said, I think I've got most, if not all, but I might be wrong on one or two. I'm not sure. We'll see.
I get that. Like, I wrote the thing, and I'm even a little bit fuzzy on a few of these. So,
well, you write a lot of trivia questions, so I could see it all sort of, getting jumbled up.
It can, yes. All right. I definitely know the answer to number 1, though. When visiting Milwaukee, Sam has enjoyed posing next to a statue of this television character who lived above a garage.
Well, this one's really funny because when I first saw it, somebody came to mind. And then I realized, no, the thing I'm thinking of is actually in Minneapolis, where you are, not in Milwaukee, because I was thinking of the Maritime Works Act. So then, and you're saying the character, and that's also correct because this in the song he mentions Arthur Fonzarelli. So we're talking about the Fonz from Happy Days, correct?
Yes, we are talking about Arthur Fonzarelli from Happy Days, the bronze Fonz on the Milwaukee Riverwalk.
I was not aware of that statue.
Yep, it's a good one. He's doing the thumbs up. Next time you're in Milwaukee.
What's kind of funny about that reference, though, is that Arthur Fonzarelli himself, likely not Jewish, but Henry Winkler, the actor, clearly very much so is. So it's a fun, like, kind of a lot going on there.
Yes, absolutely. I think a lot going on with a lot of these. All right, number 2. This would not have been one that I would have gotten. This was the pen name for a syndicated advice column published from 1943 to 2002.
Yeah.
You know this one?
Yeah, well, this was from my era, let's just say. I mean, not the 1943 part. I'm at the tail end of it. But he mentions both this person and the sister. I think this is talking about Dear Abby.
That would be her sister. It's Ann Landers.
Oh, it's Ann. I got it wrong.
But he does say and her sister Abby in the lyrics. But Ann Landers.
And he mentions both. That's true. But so this is Ann Landers. Okay.
Ann Landers.
And you're saying that's a pen name. What do you know? What was her actual name? Do we know? Do we have that?
I already forgot it. But she does have an actual name that's not Ann Landers.
But so she was, you would address her as Dear Ann, if I'm not mistaken. And then the sister was Dear Abby.
I believe so. And
I got that one wrong. Okay, that's technically wrong. Maybe a half point. Can I get a half point for that?
Sure. You can have a half point.
Okay, thanks. Okay.
Yeah, and I think the person that we're talking about, would have been the second person to take up the pen name Ann Landers, because the original person who had the column had it for a few years, and then this person took over.
That's interesting. Yeah. I did not know that. That's fun.
But the Adam Sandler song says Ann Landers.
Okay, so Ann Landers. Yeah, very good. Okay.
Ann Landers. All right, number 3. After starring in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest on Broadway in 1963, this actor purchased the rights to the story and later passed them to his son, who went on to produce the Oscar-winning film adaptation.
So this one is actually tough because, you have to think of like a father-son Hollywood combination. And my initial thought when you first read this was, wow, is he making a reference to a very tragic thing that happened in the news the other day? But let's not go there, because I was thinking this was a reference to the Reiners. And then I actually, independently of this song, remembered who was one of the producers of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. That would be Michael Douglas. So we're talking about Kirk Douglas here, if I'm not mistaken.
Kirk Douglas is correct. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
His real name was like his very, very different, birth name. It's not at all Kirk Douglas, like Isser Davidovich or something like that.
Huh. Again, I'm learning all sorts of stuff from you today.
Not Kirk Douglas.
Kirk Douglas. So you are 2.5 for 3.
Yeah.
All right, number 4. This team drafted Kevin Durant 2nd overall in 2007.
Yeah, this is a fun one because he has to play around. And this is sports, kind of up my alley. And actually, this was a team that I was a fan of way back in the day. But that would be the Seattle Supersonics, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, the Seattle Supersonics.
The Seattle Supersonics or Supersonicas. However you said it. Yeah. However you said it, it works. The Seattle Supersonics.
Now the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah.
Lost their second game of the season the other night.
I've learned people in Seattle don't want to talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder. So we're going to move on to item number 5. Although Judy Garland performed the song from A Star is Born in the 1948 film that earned it an Academy Award, the version that became a radio hit was recorded by this singer.
So this is probably one of the ones that I would say I don't know. Something that comes to mind just because it seems like it has to be, but I can't remember the mention in the song. But like, is it Barbara Streisand?
No.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. This one I did not have.
So, right, he released this song in 1994, the year that this person died. So, you know, Dinah Shore is the name.
Oh, that's right. I didn't like Barbara Streisand as an answer because she's not mentioned in the song, strangely enough.
Yeah.
You have a song about famous Jewish people, not mentioned Barbara Streisand, but he does mention Dinah Shore. Yeah.
Dinah Shore.
I didn't realize that. And she recorded, like, I think of Dinah Shore as like a TV talkie person. That's what's so strange.
Yeah, she did have a talk show.
Yeah, I mean, like, so it's one of those things that, like, that part of her career is like before my knowledge of her as a younger person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dinah Shore. I would have liked to have got that. Was a deep cut.
So you are 3.5 for 5. All right, number six. Name the actor who co-founded a food company whose profits are donated to charity. And then name the actress who starred as Mrs. Claus alongside her real-life partner in the Christmas Chronicle films.
So this is a great question, and it's the first half was something that came immediately to me. The second half was a bit tougher for me to come up with. So the actor who's got the food company, may he rest in peace, I'm pretty sure we're talking about Paul Newman. And he's half Jewish.
Yep.
According to the song. And then the second part was tough because, like, I'm trying to think of his wife, his real life wife, but then I realized, no, that's not what the question is talking about. And I believe we're talking about the real life partner of Kurt Russell, that being Goldie Hawn.
That is correct.
And she's also half Jewish.
Yes.
Put them together.
So Adam Sandler said, put them together, and what do you get?
You get a fine looking Jew.
Yes. So if you're like, Sam, that was random, why'd you put two unrelated people in the same question together?
They're part of the same line.
Yes.
So and I really, really like the connection with a Christmas film here in this Hanukkah themed question set. That's fantastic.
Yes.
Only Sam Pfeiffer can pull that off.
Yes. We are being semi-festive for everyone here, right? Semi-festive for everyone. Number 7, this actor's breakout role came in the 1973 film American Graffiti after he was cast while doing carpentry work for the movie's director, with whom he would later become a frequent collaborator with.
Yeah, so another tough one because I don't remember the line in the song that this has to be. I mean, because I'm a big fan of American Graffiti, it has to be Harrison Ford.
It is Harrison Ford.
I don't remember. I'd have to go back and listen to the song to get the Harrison Ford. Does he reference a Harrison Ford or Han Solo?
He references. He said so in the song. He says Harrison Ford is a quarter Jewish, and Harrison Ford met up with Adam Sandler and said actually half.
Oh, so
he
clarified he wants to get that 25% back. Okay, that's good. Okay.
Yes.
That's nice. Just a shout out to a great Harrison Ford and like Jewish related film, The Frisco Kid. If you've never seen that, I recommend that. It's Gene Wilder and Harrison Ford.
Okay.
And it's like a Western comedy, sort of drama. I mean, it's comedy primarily, but has some dramatic aspects to it. And Harrison Ford is in it, and some funny. It works. It's there's a lot of Jewish stuff in it, but it can be viewed by those who would not know some of the stuff going on in that sense.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, Harrison Ford, half Jewish, Gene Wilder, 100%. A little bit something for everybody.
Yeah.
All right. This number 8, this literary character was portrayed by Michael Caine in a 1992 film.
This one might have gone over my head, but for the fact that as Sam might have, I'm not sure if you mentioned, but I host some trivia myself, in-person trivia here in Memphis, Tennessee. we actually had a question about this movie last night at my trivia game. I might not have known that otherwise, because this will be from a Muppet, The Muppet Christmas Carol, and it's Scrooge.
Yes, Ebenezer
Scrooge.
Yeah.
Ebenezer Scrooge. Ebenezer Scrooge. I'm sorry. Although last names should suffice.
Yes. No. Yeah. Scrooge counts. Ebenezer Scrooge. I forget the line in the song. I think Adam Sandler was like, some people think he is.
Right. Because his name is Ebenezer. It's kind of a Jewishy sounding name, probably. And also he needed something to rhyme with the Stooges. That was, I think, the main thing.
All three Stooges. Jewish.
Yes, that's no brainer. I mean, back in all the vaudeville people, they're all
All right. Number nine. This character has been portrayed by Paul Wesley, Chris Pine, and the actor that Sheldon Cooper once confidently but incorrectly guessed held the title of People Magazine's sexiest man alive. So what are we talking about?
Well, this one I really had, I was flummoxed. And then it popped into my head, just out of nowhere, that I think we're talking about Captain Kirk.
We're talking about Captain Kirk.
Nice. Also Canadian, not just Jewish, but also Canadian. So
you're not Canadian, are you?
No, I'm just saying. That's a double, you've got, it makes Jewish people pretty funny, Canadian people pretty funny. So it just helps, you got your Eugene Levy's, it just helps. Both people just kind of have to, Canadian people, I think, have to go to humor because they're so cold, so you've got, but yeah, that was a tough, I really could not think of that one at first. But then it just popped into my head.
Yeah. I didn't watch a ton of Big Bang Theory, but that scene of Sheldon, so Penny is actually doing a little trivia game with him on pop culture stuff that he doesn't know anything about. And he just immediately, when asked who the sexiest person alive is, he's just immediately William Shatner.
That is fantastic. I've never seen that, but that is, that's a hilarious get. That's a hilarious reference.
And Leonard was like, he was like, I don't think it's Shatner. Kind of like a,
give him some credit.
Not a bad guess, but
let's not say that's ridiculous.
Yeah. He didn't think it was a bad guess. And then Sheldon, of course, was like, oh, well, then it must be Patrick Stewart.
That's great stuff.
Yeah. There are certain things that just stick with you. And that scene will always stick with me. Anyway, Captain Kirk, number 9. Finally, number 10. This was the first NFL running back to rush for over 2,000 yards in a single season and remains the only to do so during a 14-game schedule.
And, you had to have this in here. Absolutely. And that's fantastic. Because that, of course, is the juice, O.J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson.
Not a Jew. As he made sure. Oh, my gosh. That's fantastic.
Yeah. So if you are a Spotify listener who is taking advantage of the fact that I'm putting videos out now, you can see a picture of me with the bronze Fonz, say around 2011 on the Milwaukee Riverwalk.
You guys think of one another actually a little bit. I think there's a resemblance.
A little bit.
Yeah. You might have some Fonzarelli in you, perhaps.
I might. We'll see. We will see.
It was one of the greatest characters, one of television's great characters.
I agree.
It's funny. We've been asking some Happy Days questions recently, especially the fun fact about that Richie in the first season has this brother. Maybe it's Chuck? There's a brother in the first season, and even just some of the first, some episodes, but they just, because the Fonz became this breakout star and essentially was going to serve as kind of like the older brother sort of figure.
Sure.
For Richie, he just disappeared. They didn't even write it out in the show. He just disappeared.
Interesting.
Yeah. another good little trivia fact.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm learning so much. That's why I need to have guests on here more often. So yeah, we have this Friday. So if you're listening to this relatively soon after publishing it, this Friday, December 19th, we have semi-festive trivia, 8 p.m. Central. It's a good time. Josh, will you and the other librarians be playing, or?
Yeah, we plan on it. Yeah,
Awesome.
it's going to be. I mean, I think we have won a semi-festive. If I'm not mistaken, I know we've won our fair share of games. I mean, we're in a bit of a rut right now, I will say.
You are one of the teams that is traditionally annoyingly good at this.
We've done well when we've had our full squad. We've had a variety of absences in recent time. Not making excuses. We're definitely at full strength. We're a really good squad. Absent a player or two, we'll suffer in a couple of particular categories. Let's just say.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, you got 13 titles. I'm looking at the leaderboard.
Yeah, I think we have won a semi-festive. But semi-festive is a lot of fun. I mean, all the games are fun, but that is one of the more fun. They're all great. We look forward to them every month, but that one in particular is a lot of fun.
I enjoy it too. I don't always enjoy. I mean, I enjoy writing it, but like as a teacher, kind of getting ready for winter break, and then like now my kids always have holiday stuff going on. So, right, like
it's a busy time. It's a very, very busy time.
Yeah. Even the baby had a Christmas concert for me to attend. She didn't really do much. She was just dressed like a goat while like the 2 and 3 and 4-year-olds were singing. But even the baby was in a Christmas concert. So I had 3 different Christmas concerts to attend. My oldest has like a kind of like a little kid, like Tom's kind of holiday dance thing coming up. So 4 shows, wrapping up my own stuff, getting my own students sort of ready for winter break, trying to get their grades all in so that they know what they have to work on over the 2 weeks that we're gone. Man, like it's a busy week. And then on top of that, making sure to write 6 trivia rounds, actually 7, because we just did this right now.
That's fun. Yeah, this was kind of a an appetizer, if you will.
Yes,
an hors d'oeuvre.
But
if you want to get another Jewish word, a Vorspeise. Vorspeise is Yiddish for like appetizer.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna have to start working that into my vocabulary. I love it. I need to have you on more often.
Yeah, it's fun. So I hope you have some good plans for the. I assume you're off like 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Get a lot of reading done, probably.
No, because the kids are also off for 2 weeks, right? Like, so
you're not going to get anything done.
No, I'm going to get less done, but it'll be fun. Yeah, it'll be fun, and it'll be fully festive, and we are looking forward to it.
Y'all have like any like up in Minneapolis, in Twin Cities? Are there like these any kind of like light shows that one goes to, either drives through or goes to, like anything like that? That's a big thing down here.
Yeah, like, so we did do. I always go to Madison, where I'm from, for Thanksgiving, and we always kind of do their drive-through lights in Madison before we come back to Minnesota. In Minnesota, like the St. Paul Saints, their stadium, that's a AAA team that's up here. They always have a big light display. We haven't gone to that yet.
Interesting. They did that here at our AAA park here in Memphis, the Redbirds, the Cardinals farm AAA team. They did that, I want to say, not Christmas of, I think it would have been Christmas of 2023, unless it was just last year, but I don't think it was last year. It was pricey, and it was pretty cool. There was an ice skating rink.
Yeah.
I ice skated. Becky laughed. I had been bragging about my ice skating skills, and I was a little out of practice, let's just say. So I mean, but it was fun. It was fun. I mean,
yeah.
Those are fun things to do.
I mean, I think winter can be just so much fun as long as you have things that you're looking forward to. Duluth has a really big lights display. Bentleyville. I don't think we're going to make it up to Bentleyville this year, But I think once the kids are a little bit better at like a late night car ride, we probably will try to make an annual thing to go to Duluth and
I like that.
see Bentleyville. Shout out Duluth, Minnesota, if you're listening.
Yeah. Yeah. Up there on Lake Superior.
But yeah, well,
Yeah.
cool, man. Thank
Well-
you so much for joining me. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Appreciate you all.
Sam, thanks for having me. Look forward to Friday night.
Yeah, look forward to seeing you. Yeah, everybody, no matter what holiday you celebrate, I hope it's a good one.
Happy holidays.
All right. Peace out. Pod on, you nerds. See ya.